Hi friend, I am Lee Keckner. Welcome to day number 26 of Simply Manifesting 33 Days to Getting Your Heart's Desire. And I'm living proof that you can get your heart's desire. So stick with me and do this process and you will be handsomely rewarded. From my mouth to God's ears to your pocketbook. If you guys would join me in 3 grounding breaths. I've got a lot of exciting things happening today, so I really need these grounding breaths. And as you close your eyes and you settle in, think of why you are here. Why are you showing up? What do you need? What do you want to release? What do you want more of? And just get quiet for a moment. We have so much going on all the time. Just allow yourself to get present. Uncross your legs, put your hands on your lap. And we're going to start with a breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. In through our nose and out through our mouth. In through our nose and out through our mouth. Thank you for that. Today we are going to address a new thing, but I want to just say to you, that sounded like a gunshot, but it's in my backyard and no one's out here. Is that just in my head? I have to breathe again. Okay, we're going to talk about something new, but I just am assuming that you guys have created the spiritual practice that we've been talking about. You've been taking your 3 breaths throughout the day. You've made your list of your action steps, and you have committed to taking a cornhole toss, a little baby step each day. So if you have not done any of those things, make sure after today that you jump on that and do those steps and then implement what we're about to talk about today, which is surrender. And even saying the word makes me just relax. Basically, surrender means you don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to figure anything out. All you need is clarity and forward movement. And then you can surrender to, which we all know that that we are all made up of energy, and there is a great energy that created all of this that we are directly connected to. And some people call that the universe, some people call that God, some people call that energy, whatever you call, just realizing there is a greater thing at play working with us and available to us. And that is who and what we are surrendering to. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. And who you really are is nothing to do with this. It's located in here. And that quote, not this part, but that quote is by E.E. Cummings. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. When we hold tightly to a goal, we often find it to be elusive. We think, I want this so badly. I can see my goal. Why can't I reach it? The answer lies within the art of surrender. As we detach from the outcome of whatever we desire, we let go and gently surrender to the wisdom of uncertainty. When we are willing to step into the unknown, outside of our comfort zone, where the good shit happens, where the field of all possibilities exist, we connect to the creative mind that runs the show, the universe, God, the ultimate energy. When we can surrender to God, we can trust that what we desire will come to us. I gave an example before of when I kind of fell on my knees when I was exhausted of making out with people and exhausted of dating people and trying not to make out, and I was so worn out. I was just ready to meet my husband, and I went to God on my knees with specifics of what I wanted. I prayed to God. I surrendered. I just let go of the prayer and I moved forward with a knowing it was coming. And when Dave showed up, I was open and ready to receive Dave. It happened 3 weeks after I prayed for it, and it happened with grace and ease. There was no more me trying on my own. I partnered with God and I surrendered it, and I moved forward knowing it was going to happen. Not when and how and with who, just knowing. It was now out of my hands, thank God, and in God's hands as I move forward walking with God. Let go of how and when. Just keep moving. Flow with the universe. The word flow to me is so sick, and I don't know why, but this is the one time I really love to use it, because literally there's an energy level out there, and it's just with grace and ease, and you can flow like the ocean waves or like on a cloud. Just imagine that you're going to go from wanting to flowing and co-creating. Flow with the universe where you are to end up, not where you think you're to end up. Remember, our human brains cannot even comprehend the majesty and magic that the greatest energy of all, God, has available at her fingertips. When we try too hard to figure out how it should go or what it should be, it acts as a repellent. Want versus desire. Want is from here. Desire is connected more to our heart. When you are doing your part and the universe, God, the ultimate energy, is doing its part, you replace the repellent of wanting with knowing. This is when you can co-create and flow with the energy available to us all. I used to say, I gotta have a show. I wanna have my own show. I gotta have a show. And really, I almost sold a reality show. I don't know if it was Bravo or TLC, called SimpLeigh, about a wife in Hollywood riding her husband's coattails and trying to make it in Hollywood. And it almost sold, and I remember right before going, hell no, I don't want this. That's not who I am or my heart. But I had to have that experience to find out, who am I and what is my heart? And once I knew that, I could surrender this idea of having to have a television show. And I could do my daily mantra, my Lord, my God, use me to be of service, allow me to be the woman that you created me to be. And as soon as I did that and I let go of the show, this want, all of this opened up to me. And literally I went to speak at a conference, and I sat down next to a guy named Punacha from India. He was speaking as well. And we have a conversation at night, and I'm having a martini, and he's next to me, and we are laughing and on the same page. 2 weeks later, he contacts me and says, hey, are you open to being a parenting expert on mine and Deepak Chopra's global well-being app, Jayo? And I was like, yes, I am. So that came out of the blue when I surrendered to what is supposed to be used in a way that God had planned for me, not what I thought I was supposed to be. And then from that, I got a tap on my kid's playground at school, and a guy named Rob Beamer said, I'm shooting a mindfulness movement film. Are you interested in talking about it? Next thing I know, I'm an executive producer on it and learning more about mindfulness, which started my 33-day programs with you guys. Oh, and then I met a gal named Goldie who follows me on this. She does my 33-day program. She said, you have to meet this guy in Miami named Luis. And I was like, all right. And then she told me to come to Dr. Shefali's thing, and I couldn't go, but we popped in to say hi to Dr. Shefali, talking about conscious parenting down there in Long Beach, to talk about being in the mindfulness movement film. And then all of a sudden I sit down at a table at lunch, and next to me is a guy named Luis. We start talking. I go, holy Toledo, you're the guy named Luis. And Goldie was there and goes, that's Luis. So when you're in the flow and out of what you think and how it should go, you meet the people and the situations come to you when you open yourself and you move forward, connected with God and not with what your human mind, what your plan is for your life. So I thought I was going to be on a reality show by now, and instead I'm in this mindfulness movement. I'm doing this, and that Luis guy is setting up and running the World Happiness Festival in Mexico, March 16th through 18th, which I'm now speaking at because I was open to receive, and there he was, and I was taking action, and things just come together magically, because none of this is what I would have ever planned for myself or thought for myself. So being open to how God can use you and using your gifts in that way is freaking hot. Okay. Oh. You cannot deny attracting what you are supposed to attract when you are moving and open to receiving with no conditions or restrictions. So as I let go of the idea of having a show, all of these beautiful things are coming, which does not mean one day I can't and won't have a show. It means all of these things needed to come into place, and I needed to learn more about myself and mindfulness and connect with you guys in a powerful way. Then it could allow me to do whatever else hell I want to do in manifesting with you guys. Here is my quote today. As I surrender and flow, I tap into the magic available to me. And I just gave specific examples of that happening so we know it's not some floaty, woo-woo, BS idea that doesn't mean something to you. As I let go of this thing I thought I was supposed to have, and I asked to be of service using the gifts that God gave me, moving forward. I was always walking. I never sat down and waited for stuff. I moved forward, and they came to me like magnets. Allow that for yourself. Allow that for yourself during this manifesting time, because it is magical and powerful and kick-ass and tangible. It's not some floaty idea. It's actually happening. Dear God, allow us to open our minds in such a way that we can feel the magic, that we can feel the energy that flows through us. Let us remove the blocks and embrace the light that is within us and connected to all of us. Thank you for setting this all up in such an interesting way that we get to navigate this life, learn who we are, and open ourselves. And once we do that, you reward us with connecting directly to us and letting us feel the power that is within us. I shower everyone with love and light watching, and myself. And I'm just grateful that I get to spend this time with the people watching and with myself as well. Amen. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today on day 26. Tomorrow is day 27. Go ahead and surrender your heart's desire as you move forward and allow it to flow the way it's supposed to be, because it will be better than you could ever imagine. I'll see you tomorrow.